Greetings, peoples. Today we're playing Kerbal Space Program again, and as the title suggests, we're doing final preparations for the Duna mission. So we need to send up the crew and the lander, and then go off to Minmus to refuel. Then we can be on our way to Duna. So now we had a crew transport vehicle for getting Kerbals to Minmus, but not, I believe, for getting Kerbals into low Kerbal orbit. Let's see what we have. Yeah. We have the Kerbal System Crew Shuttle, which gets them 4 Kerbals to, I think it has the capability to get to both the Moon and Minmus. However, we want one for just getting into low Kerbal orbit, so let's just Kerbal orbit, Crew Shuttle, and we can chop off probably a fair bit of this stuff. More probably, specifically, all the bits for landing. Might want to keep that. But we don't need a ladder. We don't need... Ooh, by the way, is the audio balance correct? I was tweaking it a bit because I noticed I was a bit quiet. Well, the music was a bit quiet in the my previous KSP stream. Okay, what did we have in here? Yeah, I think what we're going to want to do is actually to grab a bit okay, yeah. Working good. Yeah, we're gonna, I think, just chop off a stage, really, actually. And then that should, as the more than enough delta V to make it to just need any of these. Also, we're gonna have to make sure the RCS is still balanced. But yeah, I forgot. I forgot to say also that one. Ah, yes. Studio in the yeah, in studio mode, so you don't have to see that. But okay, that's fixed. Now that's the correct transparency. Anyway, as I was saying, I forgot. I need to say who has while we weren't streaming. GTO, Fe Eldoris and Slimy Harmonica have followed. Thank you all for following. Yeah, need to remember to do that. Anyway, this thing, this has more than enough V to do orbit things. I think it has a functional thrust-to-weight ratio for doing the second ascent on our Poodle engine. Now the separation is going to be interesting. So we want to, I think, still keep all this in the fairing while we're going up. This can go down. Thrust-to-weight ratio is a bit high, actually. We'll just throttle down a little bit. Not go so fast. Fairing, fire. This makes sense. Okay. Are we RCS balanced? In this direction, yes. Yes, we are RCS balanced. Enough. Okay. So, who are we going to send up? We want, I believe it was, we wanted 2 pilots, 2 engineers, 2 scientists. Yeah. So, on the first launch, we need to bring up 2 engineers to hire another engineer. So we need 2 engineers because we need 2 engineers to extend the habitation ring. To hire another engineer. Pilot engineer. Yes. Okay. Blasted should suit this job just perfectly. Yeah, we want Bill and Lasted up there. Simply so that we can extend, well, okay, because we want 2 engineers, and also simply to extend the habitation ring. Jeb and Bob. Or, yeah. Hey. Let's... Da, 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 da. Hey. So, gotta time this correctly. CA enable to stage to orbit. The hooking stick is in a 100-kilometer orbit. Okay. That's no inclination, that's fine. Max acceleration 3 Gs. Just wait for the hooking stick to come to about here. Oh, hello, hello, Chaos. thinking maybe I should put the chat box in my KSP overlay. Ooh, got good news and bad news, Chaos? What is the good news? Out here should be good. And all this is good. Launch. Here we go. Okay. That KSP working. That is good. Again, that is good news. Ooh. I'm gonna back off a little bit so perhaps you can hear me. Okay. I'm thinking of putting chat in the overlay, but I'm not sure where I would put it. There's not much space anywhere. How about I do? Oh, okay. It's stuff it's not working again is bad news. Okay, let me try something. Live fiddling with overlays. Add existing. It slots in perfectly. Wait. Okay, full screen preview. Check that. Tap it over a few bit. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably what you need to do, a full uninstall and reinstall. Transform, bump it over a little bit more. That looks about right. Lock it in place. Now, now on the actual topic of, on actual KSP, shunt this down a little bit more, and then an air launch SSTO. But if it's air launch, is it truly SSTO? I think about that. Okay, everything's on up. Good. And so it has worked out. We are going to be staging the fairing out in space. Nice. Staging looks good. Yeah, I'd bring the crew up on an SSTO, but I don't have the I don't really have the necessary aeronautics parts to do that. Perhaps on a Joule mission, I'd do that. And we are in space, so I can extend the antenna and the solar panels. I'm trying to remember. System 1. Okay, yes, I do have that set up. And we have managed to stay near enough to the poking stick as we've ascended. That's pretty good. Ooh, yes. Question. Is music hearable and also me hearable? I was messing with the audio. Yes, I do know what raster prop monitor is. Okay, good. Yeah, I was messing with audio because I was noticing in one of my VODs the music was almost inaudible. Yeah, I do most of my. I mean, really, you do most of your stuff. You're driving from the map view actually in this game, so I haven't gotten raster prop monitor. Scientist. So we need another pilot and engineer, and then a pilot and scientist on the way up. Ah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I might look into that. So, hooking stick. Rendezvous somewhat set up. Right. Okay, XR maybe. Cool, okay. That is opened in my web browser now, so I can go back to it later. Let's add some notes down. Stuff. I'll look up later. Okay, so rendezvous. We are in orbit. Well, that's looking fine. Yeah, so it's a good rendezvous first. Okay, ascending. It's like in 30 seconds. We'll do on the ascending node instead. We need to match planes first. This is the ascending node, which means going up, which means I need to do this. 4 meter per second burn. Okay. Execute that. I've been, well, AI college stuff has been kind of getting in the way, so I've only been streaming on Saturdays, and I've been streaming Space Engineers. I made a ship printer. Okay, planes are matched. Ooh. Orbits are not... We are in a slightly higher orbit, which actually matches what we want. So at the apoapsis, let's drop our bit down a little bit. Boop. Let's prograde. You want to go retro? Too much. Orbits matched. Okay. What problem does your KSP now have? Would like to know, yes. Oh! KSP now crashing your computer. That is not ideal. Perhaps you are cursed. There's some sort of curse on you. Some kind. Now, I'm getting real close to 50 followers, and I was thinking I'd do something to celebrate in some fashion. I was actually like working on I was gonna put put like a follower goal loading bar here, but then I actually by the time I got it set up, I'm already on 49, so I don't really see the point. Yeah, thinking what to do for 50 followers though. A lot of YouTubers do like, oh, I'm gonna draw your whatever as a celebration. Not as much of a drawing guy. Might do it. Might do. Ooh, I'll draw a robot version of your avatar or something like that. Anyway, let's. So first encounter is going to be 21 kilometer 3. So I think, yeah, if we put a maneuver there, that'll get us separation of half a kilometer. To very precisely done burn. Okay. Looks safe. Let's try this. Okay. Rearrangement of the Kerbal system. What did you put where? So, you notice my nav lights on my antennas, the bloom is now much stronger. I figured it out. For some reason, if you turn off the UI, if you have the UI in VC face on, the bloom disappears mostly. It's much less. It's very odd. So. Alright, let's warp, head, intersect, about here. Ah, so you put both habitable-ish. I believe that jump, that hitch, you put both habitable worlds in the same system. Yeah, that hitch in the game was us loading in the poking stick. Okay. So closest approach coming up soon. Let's get against relative velocity. Speed up a little bit. Two. Okay. Yeah, I think tidal heating is, I think, one of the best explanations for why Lathe has liquid. I think it's water. I think one of the theories was that it also has because I don't think it's the same density as Kerbal water, so it might have some other stuff in it that lowers its melting point. Salt, some sort of antifreeze, something like that. Anyway, let's go over. Up like 2 meters per second. So our RCS delta V is 200 meters per second. That's plenty. Okay. But we actually want, yeah, this is up. Okay, just aligning the camera. Little chase. Okay. Trying out this idea. So, ooh, now I think I found part of the problem you're facing. You're shoving too many mods into KSP, which is something which really shouldn't be possible because KSP is all about mods, but perhaps you're putting too many in. Oh, chase is not. Oh, okay, yeah, we want locked for this. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Perhaps I should make it so that the RCS does not respond to rotation. Anyway, not. Slow down. Pitch down, slow down. Okay. Specifically, want to get close enough so I can target the docking port. One. One. There, okay. Set as target. I'm gonna not actually do that. Okay. Anti-normal. We're gonna do the normal way. Literally, the normal way. We're gonna point this normal and this anti-normal and touch them, and that'll keep them lined up. Yay. Okay, we are actually let's slow down a bit. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. Perfect. We're coming in. Not good, actually. Well, all I can really say is quote Zuko and say, "That's rough, buddy." Not much more I can do. Anyway, let us get... Ooh. This is probably just these. So let's transfer over the crew. Transfer crew. Jeb, transfer to this guy. Bill, transfer to this guy. Bob. This guy. Transfer to here. Now this plate. And we spin up the ring. Go. So next up, I think. Oh, also we can turn the lights on. Yeah, I tried it. The computer, it drops the frame rate a fair bit. Not ideal. Well, it specifically drops it when I try to run it and VC face and stream at the same time. So, yeah. Similar with shaders in Minecraft. I can run it fine, stable 60 FPS by itself, but when I try to actually run VC face and stream it and all that at the same time, it goes down considerably. Now I'm only actually streaming at 30, so it might still be smooth-ish if I have shaders. Oh no, I'll have to test it. Anyway, that's most of the crew on. We need another 2 people. What else do we need? We needed, I believe, another pilot. Okay. I wish you luck with your KSP. So we have a scientist, engineer. Need another pilot and another scientist. And also, let's undock this. Delta V currently 2.5 kilometers per second. Quick check, perhaps we can transfer over some of the fuel from it so we don't have as much to do on Minmus. Checking my Delta V map. I should have it open, probably. I should just keep it open. I have more than enough Delta V for that. So let's actually redock it. Come on. I've got, okay. Controls are reversed. Okay, good. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, want, oop. Out, out. Out, stop, out, stop. Okay. So that filled up a bit more. And undock again. So, let's deorbit this. Where is KSC? Let's do it so we kind of drop in C. Okay. So, let's do this. Execute that node. Also, close the docking port. Probably actually gonna end up here because of how Trajectories isn't perfectly accurate. Bye. Looking stick. We will be back. Not this one, but another thing. My favorite mission. I'd say my last Joule 5 before I started this playthrough. Had a whole big mothership, reusable lander, SSTO for lathe. It's quite fun. Entry interface. There. Okay. Here we come. We did not need to bring this much ablator. That's fine. With the controller part. Overclocking with the controller part. Yeah. I haven't really tried messing with that. It's kind of cheating, isn't it? There's our service module. And whoop. If I try to extend our landing a bit. I don't want to land in the mountains. Be ideal. I guess maybe technically, if they're balanced, then if they're balanced relative to the stock parts, then I won't really consider it cheating. Shoots out. Said ends too early. And contact. Yeah. BDB looks pretty cool. Haven't gotten it yet. The current selection of parts is good enough for me and my use cases. Okay, send up the next one with the pilot and the scientist. Okay. Crew. Just we only want 2 more crew coming up. I don't remember if I wanted to. I don't remember if I wanted to bring up any materials with the cruise shuttle. And if I didn't remember it, then it must not be important. The pilot and the scientist. Pilot and scientist come along. Launch. So, ooh, we just missed it. Poking stick just passed overhead. Let's wait for it to come around second time. Yep. Way too far. It's gonna be ahead of us. That's fine. Enable. Just stage to orbit. 80 kilometers. Stop them in orbit. No. 100 kilometers. Change. There. Okay. So here we go. Rocket noises. Whoosh. Yeah, we definitely launched a bit too late. Coasting to orbit. I wonder why it stopped at 80. I think because we initially set it to 80. We'll see what it does. It might do a several maneuver or whatever. And nearly out. Atmosphere. 6 too far away now. The distant object enhancement mod does not quite work with ReStock yet. I think the guy working on it is working on a solution. I will grab can. Oh, engine noises are coming. ASMR. Right side, left side, right side. Warm. And we're in a stable orbit. Oh, there's Duna right there. Wait. You said it was silent? I was hearing things. Hearing the music right now? They're really low on the graph, but I can hear them pretty well. Ah. If I turn it up, it's gonna be, let's see. How about this? Yeah. It's just very quiet, I guess. Anyway, let's rendezvous. It's 76 kilometers away. We were in a slightly higher orbit than it, I think. Yes. It's going to be moving farther away. Okay. Ascending node. Add maneuver to burn up. So, it. Execute. Perhaps part of the thing need to put some sort of like, because I know on my audio source, yeah, perhaps I need to put like crank up the volume of the yes, it is bad. You should be able to dock manually. As I was saying, perhaps I should crank up the volume way higher on the game audio source and then put it in, put a compressor on it. I don't know. But yeah, you should definitely be able to dock without Mk2. Anyway, well, there's a fairly simple way to do it. Let's get our much closer. Closer. There. Perhaps a bit more. Execute that. Yeah. IRL is automatically controlled. Okay. Why do we use target? Anyway. And now at our periapsis, let's add another maneuver in order to drop our apoapsis. Wants to go lower via meters. Go. That was a good question. What is my favorite IRL rocket? Okay. Ooh, another question. Is this music now too loud? Relative to my voice. On the audio thing, I don't think it is. Anyway, IRL rocket, I mean, the Falcon 9 is pretty cool because of the landing thing, and Super Heavy is gonna be even cooler. So, okay, so it's a problem of KSP not having all its songs at the same volume, not a problem with me setting my noise levels correctly. How about now? Relative to my voice, I will continue speaking like this. La dee da dee da. Potato. Cool. So yeah, it's a problem of KSP not having its sounds equalized, its songs. Wonderful. Okay. Anyway, are we actually getting closer? 58 kilometers versus... Okay, yeah, we are getting closer. Okay. Oh, hey, perfect. 1.7 kilometers. Great. Okay. the cake is a lie. Where is it? It's 3 kilometers out. Okay. 2, 6.2. Loaded in. Okay. A target against relative velocity. Wait until we're a bit closer. It is actually linked. My blinking is actually linked to my eyes. Yeah. Pretty cool. VC face. Amazing. The tracking's quite good. I mean, it's not as good as it... we're actually getting farther away now. Let me just pull this. Okay. It's not... the webcam tracking isn't quite as good as the Face ID tracking, as the 3D sensors in the iPhones just like give better data and more precise data, and the software for figuring out what face you're making is better. But also, like, I'm not gonna go buy an iPhone 10 or whatever higher just for its sensor suite. So I have webcam tracking for now, which is good enough. Yeah. Ooh, how about this? Your tongue does not quite fit correctly in your mouth. Okay. There is an I feel so much more expressive now that I put all my expressions and hotkeys. What else do I got? I have smile. What's this? Oh no, this angry is also hide nav ball. I need to unbind that. Then this, I believe, let's to see. Yeah, okay, this is frown. Shock. Confusion. Yeah, I need to unbind this from hide nav ball. Okay, let's boot ourselves up a little higher. Yes, I am totally, definitely evil. Wahahaha. Oh, are we actually, for once, going to be docking in daylight? Wow. If I can do this in less than 15 minutes, we're going to be docking in daylight. Amazing. Let's see. Just forgot to turn on. We're actually aligned. Cool. Okay, at this point, I want to specifically go there relative to it. Okay. And slow down. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. And now anti-normal. Now that is evil. And up. Da, 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 da. Please don't DMCA me, Hans Zimmer. No Time for Caution is a pretty intense piece of music. We still remain lined up, I think. Yeah, okay, the windows on this pod are not helpful whatsoever. We are still up. Would be still lined up, but we need to open the docking port. I have done many manual dockings. There we go. That wasn't too hard. So we need to transfer over Val, goes in there. Transfer through Tigan, goes in there. So we have pilot, scientist, pilot, engineer, scientist. Perfect, just the right quantity of crew for this. Now we want to undock. Back away. And don't necessarily want to drop ourselves in the dark. Now, I guess we can just drop ourselves wherever. Because it's not like we have recovery costs to worry about. This is science mode. Anyway, let's reduce our periaps to around 20. Six. 2. Okay. The rotation. Turn off. Retrograde, not relative to target, just retrograde relative to surface. Okay. Shut that down. Close the shield. Okay, something must be wrong not involving KSP then, because that's a fresh install, right? That's Real odd. A fresh install of KSP not working. Well, all I can say is, okay, second. I really should have this pulled up. Okay. Stuff. All I can say is that's all I can say is alright. Yes, I'm aware of that. It's one of my great, deeply internalized insecurities that I'm inherently uninteresting, and therefore streaming is not something I'm suited for. I am fairly surprised this mod still works. It's like several versions out. I believe it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they did actually say it's suited for 1.11.xx. Yeah, I mean, parts mods should be relatively robust, and I guess this is a mod, and I guess the reentry particle effect thing is... Oops! I waited too long. Luckily there was no in that. Well then. Oh, I can't actually... Okay. Well then. Why does... Twitch say one viewer when you're clearly watching and I have my phone sitting next to me on the stream to add someone else watching, add another viewer? Perhaps it's onto me. Perhaps Twitch is onto me. Anyway, now that we have people there, we need to send up the lander. So, should we send it up? I think yeah, we're gonna send it up empty. Okay. Which KSP Discord server? There are multitudes. Ah, yes, I am. But not as ODS 53A. Anyway, we gotta... Oh, also, music is too loud, too quiet. I'm looking at the volume thing on OBS. Cool. Okay. Coupling. Now, this is going to be a pretty wide thing to send up. It's also 20 tons. Hello. So, pairing should be able to handle this, though it's a bit stretch. Yep. Wondering, should I do this? Maybe. Probably not worth the effort. There's not going to be that much drag. I mean, maybe I should send up this in 2 separate sections instead of having such a long boy fairing. Whatever. This is... It's the fairing. Okay. So, what is rooted? This is, okay. So we need delta V to get this entire thing mostly into orbit. So, it should follow a pretty standard launcher setup. Probably grab the transfer stage off of this. True. What is... okay, thrust weight ratio 1.86, 1.4, 3.7. Can do with possibly a little bit less fuel, but that's fine. Good. What did I just do? In what way? Please elaborate. Yeah, you can reroute a part in midair. It's how you actually get open attached nodes if the root part doesn't have any open attached nodes in the subassembly. So it's annoying that it doesn't just figure out what all the open attached nodes are from the get-go, but yeah. Okay. So anyway, Dune Lander. Okay, stages look fine. Okay. Hopefully we have enough radiator space on this. Let's actually verify with thermal. Oh, heat production converters. We're only going to have one of these active at the same time. Reactor makes 150 at full power. Harvesters make 200. Yeah, okay, we have enough. Some extra heat production capability. Let's go. I've only really done horizontal plane SSTOs. I mean, I'm assuming we're talking about Kerbal SSTOs because pretty much every other body lander I've made is technically an SSTO. Oh wait, no. Dudeming and Johnark, no, you're not coming with. Yeah, I've mostly done horizontal ones. The coolest one I've made is, find the picture of it. Add an image source. It's under pictures. Give me several seconds. Is it? Aha! This one. So, I saw this interesting technique where you could like put several Mark II stuff inside each other very slightly, not fully clipping, and it would look really cool. What else interesting do I have from this playthrough? Ooh, this thing. This thing's real interesting. So, I was going to make a... No, actually, I should tell this story while launching so that you don't have... Yeah, so yeah, I was going to make a lathe base in one of my previous playthroughs, and I needed a craft that would be able to carry the stuff around and also just act as a general transportation thing. And so I made this thing. With it's a tilt rotor. Tilt engine. And it would the task. Yeah, it has a sort of like an empty cavity underneath it, kind of like a cargo helicopter, where and like docking and the docking port down there, and yeah, docking port and winches and stuff. And it would essentially allow me to, here it is in forward flight. There's a view of, I guess, the landing gear struts. And it would essentially allow me to lift base sections and carry them around. And it was surprisingly stable while lifting them. Yeah. Anyway, this thing's going up. On. Don't drop too low. Might have to rescue this ascent. We'll see. Yeah, it's Jewel. As a ping in coordinate. Who dares ping me while streaming? Ah, okay. Yeah. I think this will work though. And since they've increased the size of parts, more boosters has become less and less of a thing you need to do. I've never actually, like, yeah, in like years of playing this, only in the beginning did I ever have to actually like launch anything with massive quantities of strap-on asparagus staged boosters in order to actually get it up. Now I just go to a 5 meter or 7.5 meter engine cluster and tank and stuff if I need more power. Anyway, this is probably going to make it. I'm not sure if it's 7.5. Might be 7. Might have been 7.5. I think it is. But yeah, it's largest parts in near future launch vehicles. Yeah, real big things. I haven't actually used any of them yet. The largest I've gone is where is it? Largest I've gone is sure, shots. Largest I have ever done is this thing, which is a bunch of what was it between 1.25 and 2.5 is like 1.875. Yeah, a bunch of 1.875 boosters around a 5 meter core. to launch my lathe SSTO for my big Jewel Grand Tour mission. Its staging looked real cool. Second. Yeah. Here is its staging. I have this as a desktop wallpaper. It does look really cool. Anyway, I think we are... Yes, we are in space now. Okay. Pop the fairing. Go. Now, ooh. We may get a little bit of wobble from this. Chart is clean. Oh, I hope in KSP2 they have like some actual specially composed music for like each planet, like adaptive for each adaptive based on your situation and planet and location and everything. A bunch of custom composed tracks. That'd be real cool. Perhaps get Askarad in. He makes some pretty cool KSP music. See if I can, like, if they had. Hopefully I don't get bonked by my own bot for doing this. I think since I'm the channel owner, I shouldn't. Second. Yeah. This thing. I hope if they make this the main menu theme of KSP2, it's gonna be amazing. Okay. Anyway, in space, we want to do. Are we set the poking stick as target? It is already target. We are in pretty much the same orbit as it. Second 70. Okay, we need to go retrograde a tiny bit. Oh no, we did not put the return package for this. It's too... Okay. Oh, I know how to do this. We will do... I'll quick save before doing this, but okay. Not until our periapsis is real low. Stage that out. Spin around. Kill rotation. Point ourselves Up, we are losing altitude fast. Get ourselves away from that. Now point prograde. And get our periapsis height back up. On. Okay. That was a bit messy. But perhaps let's tune this bit out. Set, okay, poking 6 as his target. There we go. Where was the maneuver? There's the maneuver. Okay. Bring our periaps contact. There we go. Okay. Execute that. Charge is doing fine. Okay. Now we are slightly above it, so should ever so slowly catch up to it, have it catch up to us, because we are in a slightly higher orbit. Okay. Separation at this one, 9 versus 8. 295 versus just wait, we get versus slightly closer every time. Just gotta wait. We still have 68 days until the encounter, until the transfer window, so don't worry too much. Now at periapsis, let's see about getting a 0.3 to 0.2. Okay, cool. That is a pretty good encounter. Let's do it. Slightly worried about the structural integrity of this joint. Should be fine, hopefully. Done. Node executed. 1.6 separation, that's fine. Okay. Oop. And here we go. Where is it? Poking stick. It's getting closer. Rendezvous, distance to target. 0.8 kilometers. And dropping. Fairly quickly. Until we are about here. Okay. Against relative velocity. Coming to stop. Now, point at the target. Oh wait, no, that's prograde relative to target. We want to point at the target, or kind of past it actually. There we go. RCS delta V is 118, should have enough for this just fine. Go. Let's just kind of get closer. Okay. That's the target. And brake. To get pass like here relative to the target, because we want to get above it. Okay. Coming to a stop. 5, 2, 1. Okay. Point, anti-normal. This is going to be a fairly long boy once we're done. As its name, fitting to its name, poking stick shall be fairly long. I'm gonna turn on fine controls. Staging. Okay. To go this way. Facing toward. Let's kind of drift it up. Easy does it. Are lined up. Thank you. No time for caution, though there's plenty of time for caution in this situation. Easing in slowly. Well, we could go slower. So we slow down a bit more. Perfect. That's even. Fairly aligned on that front. Let's camera and rotate this into place. Step half a degree. 15 meters per second. Cool. Okay. That is the Intrepid. Fully set up. Let's grab a screenshot for the thumbnail. Something like this. Screenshot. So probably having a picture of it over Minmus will be better. Speaking of which, we have 1.9 per second. Let's turn off our cross feed on this stuff because we don't main engine using that. Let's see. Which one is the one with the this one? Thanks. Okay. So anyway, let's go to Minmus to refuel. Poking stick shall set off on her journey. To explore new worlds and new civilizations, except not civilizations. I'm trying to remember what the whole speech from Star Trek was. To boldly go where many Kerbals have gone before in other universes, but not this one. Okay. Anyway, that should get us lined up with Minmus. Now, which engine is this one? Okay, I'm going to have to do some... Do not want to stage in this situation. Definitely do not want to stage. Okay. So, this guy. You. Activate. Okay. In 4 minutes. It's going to be a 1 minute burn. Okay. Here we come to the times of Fairly long burns. Okay, enable TCA. And execute. No, don't warp just yet. We want to swing this around. It's always so cool seeing such large craft maneuver, like in Elite Dangerous. Craft longer than this can swing around stupidly quickly, which is, I feel, kind of ruins the feeling of being in a large craft. Anyway, in 2 minutes, okay, let's actually warp to this, and we shall see our first burst of the amazing pink exhaust of the nuclear thermal drive. Here we go. Get a nice screenshot of it. Oop. Now, I think warranted in doing this. Oh, what's that? Some random transfer stage, I think. Okay. And that is that. Okay. Now we have the whole. Have to catch it on the next orbit around, probably. Yeah. Okay. We want to out here a little bit earlier. Get Minmus transfer. Okay. And now go to Minmus and make sure that our node looks good. We can get it better, probably. Burning a little bit earlier. We can this all the way in. There we go. That is a nice encounter. It's going to be a 4-minute burn, which I somewhat forgot how long the burns were with these large motherships. Okay. Let's do this then. Quick save. Everyone's strapped in just fine. Execute. We'll actually swing it into place and then warp around and do the burn. These guys shouldn't be blinking. There. Okay. Let us perform the first burn and miss. Cool. Okay. And let's go to 4 times warp. Experience it. Might even have to go to my speedier time warp setting. Yeah, let's do that. Speedy fizz warp. We are 6x time warp. I think is the most this is going to. Okay, yeah, it seems 4x is pretty much the most this will actually handle. Okay, let's disable that. Okay. Anyway. Huh. Let's go more. Wide. That was not anything like. Nope, a little too much. R, N, R. Okay, cool. Now we have an encounter. We have only 22 meters per second left. That's not. I'm beginning to think Kerbal Engineer Redux doesn't have an idea of. Oh no, we're looking at stage 2 Delta V 642. Like that's. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's just go here. Warp head a bit. And sphere of influence boundary. And let's break ourselves to a parking bit. Really low. It's like post burn inclination. That's as low as we're going to get, and then periapsis we want probably just 10-kilometer orbit or something like that. Yeah, we want space for maneuvering, so we'll go for the standard 10-kilometer orbit. It's going to be a little bit more cluttered with stuff we have there, but that's fine. Okay. Looks like a good maneuver. Okay. Save. No, might as well bring up the here and now. Ooh, do a visual observation. Let's move our scientists to. Well, yeah, let's put Bob. Where's Bob? Bob's, I think, is here. Bob, transfer. Put you in here. Put the science experiment kit service airlock. Driven valve. Let's grab the visual observation of Bob. Experiment. Install. Then Bob. Fortunately, Science Here and Now does not show you whether or not you can do the EVA experiment. Show Bob. To take off his parachute and put this on. Okay. And let's see if we've performed EVA science high over min-miss. No, this. Ooh, we haven't. Now, this particular experiment with the nut that flips over and over and over, right here, it's pretty cool. Something to do with the, yes, the relevant. Trying to find a good backdrop for it. Everything's black in space. That's not ideal. Yeah, it's something to do with the relative moment of inertia about the different axes, I think. It's stable in 2 configurations, and so it flips back and forth. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that science done. This thingy right here is going to be jam-packed with stuff once we're done with this mission. It's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, let us swing ourselves around to perform that maneuver. And still see the nut floating there. Yeah. Jeez, this thing is a bit of a chunker. So, actually, I'm going to let you all observe this node happening. Go take care of something. The wonders of autopilot. Hello, peoples. We have another visual observation to do. To man or that should mean. Cool. Okay. Anyway, to transfer here, said here, transfer no crew on part. Where'd he go? The full crew roster, okay. Bill's there. Jeb and Val are there. Where's Bob? Where'd Bob go? He should be in this airlock. But he's not. Maybe he's in this airlock. No, he's not. Okay, I am going to quick save then quick load and make sure that this... Okay. That is a bit odd. Okay, Bob. Oh no, oh, he's here. Okay. Bob, go there. Okay. Also a gravity scan. Okay. Do gravity scans of... all of the biomes, actually. That's a micro relay. Okay. Anyway, let's drop ourselves down to an actually 10 by 10 kilometer by 10 kilometer orbit. 10-ish. Let's actually make it as close to 10 as we can get it. Execute that. Swinging ourselves around. And execute. Websys 10.2. 10. Okay. Now at AppWebsys, let's circularize again. Um, 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 Run a 10 by 9.6 orbit. Let's execute that and see what we can get. Give gravity scans all this, I think. Base is over there in some fashion. Okay. Done. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun. And we're in a 10 by 9.9 orbit. Perfect. So, now to prepare for refueling, we are going to control from here and make this guy point normal. Now we're going to disable TCA and make this guy point normal. Okay. Because we want this, because we don't want to point the thrust normal, we want to point our docking port up. Well, towards the North Pole. And we can deploy it. Okay. So, let us switch to the LF tanker. Okay. So you are full. Perfect. We want to get mobile out. Tombo. You have mobile. Oh no, we want to get Shanster out. Okay. And disconnect the cable. Boop. Web connector. And return connector. Okay. Oop. Okay, you mobile. Get behind stuff. Hey, screenshot time. Get mobile over a little bit. There. That looks like a good screenshot. Screenshot. There we go. Okay, so you mobile, kind of stay there. You we wait until the poking stick is kind of coming over the horizon. Let's actually target the poking stick. Poking stick set as target. Where's the poking stick? It's kind of down there. We're going to see it come up. Here it is, poking stick coming up as it comes over the horizon. Kind of. I could do with a bit more waiting. Okay. As it roughly as it crests the horizon. Yep. We want to launch. Kill rotation. Start pointing this direction. Here we go. And apoapsis. We want to be at 10 kilometers, actually, yeah. Kilometer. It's going to start going up faster. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to go a little the north direction, I think. So back a bit and that a bit. We want to kind of align our orbits. Show 10.2. So we need to just do that. Orbits fairly close. Okay. Now at apoapsis, we want to burn prograde to 10 orbit. Save. We're skimming up along the surface. Nice. Execute that node. We need to land again. We need 180 left to land again, so we can take out most of the fuel in this. Okay. Poking sticks coming along. We could have waited a little bit longer, I think. Yeah. For our launch. Okay. It's time to perform the dance of orbital rendezvous, which means that we need to wait until our descending node is much more set. That's whoop, up. Rendezvous. Orbital period 46 minutes 16.9 seconds. Ooh, okay. We are orbiting ever so slightly slower. Probably want it to be a bit better than that. Anyway, let's first cancel out our inclination difference. Also, let's pull in the landing gear so that we don't jam it into the spokes of the hab ring. And we go dock. I could foresee that happening. So with us at our periapsis, we're pretty much matched. Let's do a bit of a central burn. Let's go to burn there. Execute that. The wonders of orbital mechanics. In order to approach this, I need to burn away from it. Because that will raise my orbit, so I will go slower in my an orbit will take longer. So that this thing whose orbit will take less time will catch up. Physics. Yay. 2, 1, burn. Okay. So let's see. Our next orbit around will oh hey, 0.5 kilometer. Very good. Perfect. Okay. And we are within viewing distance of it. And coming closer. Very good. To anticipate. Okay. Target against relative velocity. Yep, we're going away from it now. Target. Yep, so we want to stop ourselves then. Head toward the target. We'll point it slightly above it. To flip ourselves over. So the directions align with the directions I'm pointing. Okay. Accelerates up to like 2 meters per second. Okay. And slowly approach. And decelerate. Using bipropellant out RCS. Oh yeah, I remember we were using. Okay. Sort of drift ourselves over the top of it. Point ourselves anti-normal. So our drift. Start approaching. want to slowly line ourselves up. Oh, and also go this way so that we don't jam our solar panels into the ab ring. So drift ourselves over. Just come in. Okay. Ourselves down. Bring ourselves up to we are lined up quite well. Okay, lined up. And contact. So you fill. Cool. Okay. Now also, we want to fill up. This bit. And then also we can fill up this final bit with that. Okay, cool. And anything else? These little bits. Okay. This is fill. This is pretty much empty. This is pretty much empty. Okay, we need 7, 2, 6, 9. One more load should do this. Yeah, I think I'll do one more load, then end it off for the night. Okay. Undock. Switch over. Switch over. This thing has enough monoprop, so we don't need to switch over any monoprop. Turn on RCS. Back off. Still have the 2 kilometers per second of delta V in this thing because it's meant to lift up a lot of mass, and it has no mass, much less mass than that. Oh. Point ourselves retrograde. Prepare for. Do not have the landing autopilot just yet. Just going to. Well, at this point, wait until it's in sunlight. We need to wait another windless day. Sorry about this. Okay. About here. Why do you not communicate? Oh, it's because I'm in time warp. Okay. So about here. Okay. Warp ahead a bit. Do a bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1. I'm reduced to humming along to music. Okay. Surface mode. Target. Show impact marker. It's there. Okay. Try to get close. Okay. Run off RCS. Point. Retrograde. Bring up suicide burn countdown. 2 minutes. Warp down. 1 minute. 50 seconds. 40 seconds. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 10. 8. Hand on Z. 7. 6. 3. 2. 1. Suicide burn. Stop. Hover. Level. Spin ourselves around to here. I should have physics. That's right. Down to like 23. Internal collision protection. Okay. Brake. Keep sliding over. Bring ourselves back a bit. Vector's still that way. Drift, drift, drift. Lined up. Back it up, back it up. Up. And stop. Left hover. Descend. Throttle controlled avionics is so great. Contact engines off. Bounce a bit. Here we go. Johnster, you're back up. Let us cells. Let's fill this thing back up. Attach. Back it up. You. To GUI. No skill transfer speed. Send over just liquid fuel. This is, well, stop. Okay, we need to time warp this. 6, 8. Okay. Set. Back to Johnster. A little bit closer. Unplug it. Turn that. You. Head back in. Boom. Okay. Guys are empty on liquid fuel. Wait. Okay, we shall target the poking stick again. Wait until it gets a fair bit over the horizon. Like that much over the horizon. Okay. Now, save, turn off level mode. Kill. There we go. Okay, get the apoapsis up. 10. Okay. Five kilometers, 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers, 8, 9 kilometers, 10 kilometers. That apoapsis into a circular-ish. Okay. Execute that. We timed this a whole lot better. We did just a little bit too late. But at this distance, I think I can actually just do normal maneuvers in order to get there. So target. Do target, correcting relative velocity. Target at 10 meters per second. Let's just swoop in. It loads in. Cancel relative velocity. At closest approach. Around here. And now we will head towards it at a fair speed. RCS on. RCS off. Swing it. So up corresponds to up. Controls. Yep. Aim for the top of the above the craft. Just kind of coast in. Want to curve ourselves down a bit. Prepare to brake. It's brake with an E, not brake with an AK. Slow down. Lot. Turn off RCS. Go anti-normal. Swing ourselves around so that we don't jam a solar panel into the habitat ring. Okay. RCS back on. Warp into position. Okay, and final bearing. Okay, coming in. And that's night. Oh, geez. I am going to quick load. Okay, so where are we now? 500 meters out. Okay, here we go. Luckily, I quick loaded back then. I mean, quick saved back then. Okay. Lower it down. Up a bit. Arcing in. Quick save. So you do not. Oh. Okay, the lights are on in there. Okay. Perhaps I should offset them down a bit to better illuminate. Luckily, the center of mass of the poking stick is pretty much exactly aligned with the docking port. No, actually, no, it's because I set that as the control from here, so that is the point that is targeted when you target. Turn that off, go anti-normal. That is the point that is targeted when you target the poking stick. Okay. Spin ourselves into position. RCS back on. Brake. Brake, brake. Drift it, drift it, drift it. Head in, drift it. Drifting it in. Brake. Coming in. Okay, we need to do this so that we slowly drift the. Okay, drift the dot onto the other dot. Drift the center of our pointer onto the center of the target indicator. Okay. We're coming 7 meters per second. Just time warp it a little bit. Stop. Final alignments. Final braking. We're lined up. Docking. Perfect. Okay, now do the final fuel transfer. I really should remember. Yeah, I'll just lock that. So that is full. This requires fuel. And this requires fuel. And that should be the poking stick fully fueled for Duna, which transfer to which costs. Yeah, okay. Back off. You tracked in. Turn back. Can turn that back on. Okay. view. We want to dock back and then refill. So this means about here, add maneuver. Here. A little bit more. Okay, execute node. Show impact is there. Yes. Perfect. Quick save. Point retrograde. Wait for suicide burn. Actually, stop and then wait. Click stop, then wait for suicide burn. Okay, we don't need follow terrain. Quick save. And warp down. 4, 3. So it's 20 seconds. Loading in. 13, 12, 11. 10. Hand on Z. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Execute. Gear out. Hover. Perhaps that's not the best way to do this. Hover at like 20 meters. Level our swing ourselves. Actually, no, we want to swing ourselves around this way to keep the fueling port lined up. Back up. Fairly high speed. Collision protection off. Okay. Go faster. Slow down. Slew into place. And we're going to have to get Shanster back out. That's fine. Stop. Click stop. RCS. Hover. come down at decent speed. Okay. And down slower. And landed. Nice. Okay. Quick save. Bring out Seanster. Grab that. Oop, don't jump. Okay. You attach connector. Back up a bit. GUI. Transfer over the works. Transfer over that, and also I need to in this thing unlock that. Transfer over. Okay. Keep clicking that to time warp instead of doing that. Okay. And full. Enough. Full on that. Okay. Okay. Dialog. Go to this thing. Wait for that to land fully. Okay. Quick save, and now 27 days. Okay. Now we turn on the Convertotron. Try to remember what our action groups were. 1 was radiators, 2 was drills, 3 is surface harvesters. Okay. Just 3. Okay. 4 is full. Start. So, SRU oxygen oxidizer. How is our reactor doing? Oh no, oh wait, no, we don't have a reactor, we just have solar panels. But yeah. Okay. Anyway. Fill up oxidizer. Oxidizer full. Switch to liquid, not lithium, liquid fuel. Stop liquid fuel because it's about to be nighttime and we cannot find over nighttime. Start liquid fuel again. Wait for that to land. Okay. And done. Okay. Stop liquid fuel. Stop service harvesters. They're full. So, with everything we stocked, flip your head transfer. With everything restocked and the poking stick fully fueled, I think we will end it off here. So, nice glowing radiators. Okay. So, I can start anyway. So, this stream is sponsored by you doing the like and follow and subscribe stuff, please. Thank you. Yeah. I shall bid you all a very good insert time zone relevant greeting here. And I will go find someone to raid.